Today is a wonderful day for the BUiLD team. We get to have stakeholders in the refugee space, our colleagues from the IKEA Foundation, and our implementing partners to showcase what we have been doing as the BUiLD team over the past 5 years. We are super excited that the lessons, the results from our work have shown us what works, what it costs, and sometimes what doesn't work for refugees.
The cost of living crisis. If you all remember, prices for commodities, even basics, went up, and our clients had to make very difficult decisions. Do I stay on and continue with my training, or do I drop out or skip for today to earn an extra coin?
That was for the first time for anyone from Nairobi that a packet of ugali, the flour for making ugali, became a luxury item. A staple food was hard to afford, even for neighbors, for everyone. It went up by 3 times the cost. But thankfully we are resilient. We said it's okay. We launched multipurpose cash assistance programs to make sure that we could brave through all that period, including the COVID-19 time.
Flexibility and experimentation weren't just worth the risk. They were an essential part and a focus for this program. And the real risk would have been to stick to a rigid approach and miss the chance to learn what actually works. And too often programs are decided at the very beginning, and then we have to stick to the plan irrespective of what we see along the way. And that's not how we wanted to approach this, and hence the stories that you've been hearing today.
Some of the things that always keeps me running when I think about BUiLD is the people that we meet. I met individuals that are part of village saving and loan associations, individuals that are creating online platforms for refugees to have access to information opportunities, individuals that are running a chicken farm in a small backyard and running a thriving business. And I just met Diana here from Burundi, who runs Fruit Space, and the story that we heard from Fozia. These are what keeps us going, what keeps us running.
It's not very usual that you find a partner working in the refugee space with very clear documented evidence, with measurements that are very strong. Cash seems to work quite well in this urban space. In my space, I see a combination of cash plus several other things. So I'm curious to see how this conversation during these next days will go around being more adaptive.
We'll give chance to maybe 2 or 3 questions in the house, and then also check online.
I think the mentorship bit is coming out strongly, and people want to know. We are going ahead of RCT tomorrow, but please pick it up and let us know, why didn't it work when we think mentorship is so good?
One plausible explanation or story is that mentorship can help you maybe when your business is already a little bit established, but for a lot of our recipients where they just go from not owning a business to opening one, the mentorship here doesn't make a ton of difference compared to just getting the capital that allows you to open the business.
I am proof that the mentorship program, it really helped me big time. You can just be given money, but without the proper mentorship on how to just operate your business, how to save, how to do proper record keeping, you'll be lost. That money will go into waste.
I think one of the key strengths of this project has really been the engagement with city authorities from the very start.
We've seen clear demonstration of ownership and partnership. Godwin, what is your reflection?
The great leadership of BUiLD and IRC in general. It has been a very great team. So the courtship, the proposal, marriage was accepted, eyes on, hands off, 4 years you're implementing, and then they say, in the 5th year, I think now you can put both the eyes and the hands on the project, and we start implementing together. The joint implementation, it is thrilling, and I can see a very big light at the end of the tunnel.
We were able to come up with a framework, which is the Nairobi County Refugee Integration and Community Building Strategy, where BUiLD worked with us from the beginning up to the point that we were able to have it ratified by the cabinet And that helped us be able to see that now we can legally give services to the refugees within the county.
One of the things that come to fore is that the Rebuild program has sought to integrate the process within policy. We need to pick a methodology that was applied in this particular program. Worked very closely with the Nairobi City County government. So then it therefore behooves us as partners that we hem this in our future programming so that then we don't have segmented approaches in dealing with the inclusion and integration of urban refugees.
Literally looking at the relay analogy, it's one of the best races. As Rebuild is handing over the baton, the enabling environment for economic empowerment needs to be in shape, ensuring that there is financial inclusion. Because we note that some people are disadvantaged more when they do not have access to some services, such as financial inclusion.
Let's invest in carrying out rapid assessments to find out where are these integration limiting factors within service delivery policies and guidelines, so that we bring them to the attention of the central government to be changed. So it is upon us.
We must strengthen partnerships among participants on sustainable approaches to addressing urban refugee issues so as to promote not only economic self-reliance for urban refugees and host communities, but also to enable urban refugees contribute meaningfully to our cash economies and other development initiatives, since refugees are also an asset to our countries.
What we have witnessed here goes far beyond numbers or results. It is a testament to what becomes possible when partnerships are strong, when vision is shared, and when we put our clients, their aspirations and their voices and their potential at the very center of our work. Scale and replicate Rebuild successes, expanding access to financial inclusion, climate resilience, livelihood, and enterprise growth, turning today's entrepreneurs into tomorrow's employers. Strengthen collaboration with national and local governments to build sustainable systems that enable both refugees and host communities to thrive.